Thank you, members. The Assembly will now resume its sitting.
Confirmation of minutes. Minutes of proceedings of the 18th meeting of the 3rd session of the 12th Anguilla House of Assembly.
Are there any amendments to the minutes, please? If there are no amendments, can someone move that the minutes be accepted as circulated, please?
Madam Speaker, I rise to move that the minutes are accepted as circulated.
Will someone say?
Madam Speaker, I raise a second.
It has been moved and seconded that the minutes of proceedings of the 18th meeting of the 3rd session of the 12th Anguilla House of Assembly be accepted as circulated. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Minutes of proceedings of the 18th meeting of the 3rd session of the 12th Anguilla House of Assembly accepted as circulated.
Oath of allegiance to new members? None. Announcements by the direction of the Speaker.
I make apologies for absence with reasons for the member for Island Harbor and the member for Valley South. Thank you.
Questions? None. Government statements on recent developments? None. Papers? None. Reports from committees? None. Petitions? None. Government notices? None. Private members' notices? None. Motions? None. Personal explanations? None. Other business, government business? A bill for National Security Council Act 2023, first reading.
The Honorable Attorney General is recognized.
Good morning, Madam Speaker, honorable members. I beg to move that a bill shortly entitled National Security Council Act 2023 be read the first time.
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled A Bill for National Security Council Act 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to provide for the establishment of the National Security Council and other related matters.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Bail Amendment Act 2023, first reading.
Members recognized.
Madam Speaker, I rise to move that a bill shortly entitled A Bill for Bail Amendment Act 2023 be read the first time.
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
It has been moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled A Bill for Bail Amendment Act 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to amend the Bail Act to permit a surety to apply to the High Court for release from obligations under recognizance.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Credit Reporting Act 2023, first reading.
Single Illinois Electoral District Member, Mr. Kenneth Hodge is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning to my honorable colleagues on both sides of the House and to the listening public. I rise to move that the bill shortly entitled Credit Reporting Act 2023 be read a first time.
Madam Speaker, I second.
It has been moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled Credit Reporting Act 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to provide for a fair and accurate credit reporting system within the financial system in order to assure objective credit decisions, to enable credit information sharing and reporting, to provide for the regulation of the conduct of credit reporting and credit reporting services, to provide safeguard for data protection for customers of credit providers, to provide a single space in the regulation of credit reporting, and for related matters.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Criminal Amendment Code 2023, first reading.
The honorable members recognized.
Madam Speaker, once again, I rise and I beg to move, therefore, that a bill shortly entitled the Criminal Amendment Code 2023 be read first time.
Madam Speaker, I second.
Moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled Criminal Amendment Code 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor? Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to amend the Criminal Act to provide for the imposition of a mandatory minimum term of imprisonment for firearms-related offenses.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Firearm Amendment Act 2023, first reading.
The members recognized.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill shortly entitled Firearms Amendment Act 2023 be read the first time.
Madam Speaker, I second.
Seconded that a bill shortly entitled Firearms Amendment Act 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to amend the Firearms Act to provide for the imposition of a minimum term for specified firearms offenses.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Supplementary Appropriation 2023, Number 2 Act 2023, first reading.
The members recognized.
Madam Speaker, I rise to move that a bill for Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 Act of 2023 be read a first time.
Madam Speaker, I second.
It has been moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled Supplementary Appropriation 2023 Number 2 Act 2023 be read a first time. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a first time.
An act to authorize supplementary expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of Anguilla in excess of sums appropriated for the services of the government of Anguilla for the 2023 financial year.
Bill read a first time.
A bill for Supplementary Appropriation 2023, Number 2 Act 2023, second reading.
Madam Speaker, colleague ministers, leader of the opposition, other members of this honorable House, and to our listeners logged on social media as well as on Radio Anguilla.
Member, can you move first for the second reading?
Okay. Madam Speaker, I rise to move for the second reading. Yes, Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 Act of 2023. for the second reading, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, today I stand before this Honorable House to present a supplementary budget number 2 of 2023, a vital step in ensuring the continued development and prosperity of our nation. This supplementary budget provides additional resources to support both capital and recurrent expenditure with a strong focus on education and social services. Primarily, this supplementary represents the unwavering commitment of this government to invest in the education of our youth. As we all know, education is the cornerstone of progress, and it is through the nurturing of our young minds that we pave the way for a brighter future. In this supplementary budget, we have allocated substantial funds for capital expenditure in the education sector. A significant portion of these resources will be dedicated to completing the development of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School campus. This campus, once completed, will not only enhance access to quality education for our students, but will also serve as a symbol of our dedication to their future. Additionally, we have allocated resources for minor renovations in our primary schools, ensuring that our youngest learners have safe and conducive environments for their education. Furthermore, the purchase of school buses will help improve access to education, reducing barriers to learning for our children. However, our commitment to education does not stop at capital investments. We recognize the importance of providing adequate recurrent expenditure to support our public assistance programs and other essential social services. It is our duty to ensure that every citizen has access to the support they need, particularly during challenging times. Moreover, we understand that the operational use of the new high school campus requires additional recurrent expenditure. We will also provide the necessary resources to ensure the effective and sustainable operation of this educational facility. Our investment in education is an investment in the future, and we are determined to provide our youth with the best possible opportunities. Madam Speaker, please permit me now to take us through the particulars of the bill. The approved budget provides for $267.4 million EC in recurrent and capital expenditure. The first supplementary increased the expenditure envelope by $11.85 million. This second supplementary appropriation bill will increase the total expenditure budget estimate by $16.12 million, and thus a new total expenditure will be EC $295.336 million. Capital budget. The approved capital budget for 2023 is $21.43 million. This supplementary makes an additional provisioning for capital expenditure of $11.3 million in addition to the $8.85 million provided under supplementary budget number 1. Madam Speaker, 4 ministries will benefit from this additional provisioning to various projects. These project activities were selected based on the importance or urgency to fulfill outstanding or counterpart commitments, improve the efficiency of government of Anguilla, replace or improve existing infrastructure demonstrated to be inadequate, or to complete preparatory work for future developments. Madam Speaker, I will now briefly highlight the areas scheduled for an increase in capital expenditure. Under the Ministry of Finance and Health, an additional $171.52 thousand will cover expenditure on new and replacement furniture and equipment to support the functioning of government operations, including the establishment of the new renewable energy unit dedicated to advancing energy-efficient approaches. The Ministry of Sustainability, Innovation and the Environment is providing an additional $150,540. This increase will support the completion of a public green space development, namely a mango orchard and surrounding area, which will encourage outdoor recreation and communal leisure activities. The Ministry of Social Development and Education received an increase of $7.7 million, which is required to support works related to the development of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School and other education projects and maintenance, namely $6,034,370 million for the completion of the new campus and the full operation of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, $437,020 on the Anguilla Community College development for drainage at the Long Path campus, and financing disbursements for the ACC loan. $1,267,640 for minor education projects and maintenance, including furniture and equipment for schools, outfitting of cafeterias for primary schools, and roof repairs. The Ministry of Infrastructure increase totals $3,230,875 and is provided to cover outstanding bills related to renovation of government buildings in the area of relocation of electrical poles and works at Road Bay Jetty at a cost of $224,115, replacement of government vehicles to support the patrol function of the Royal Anguilla Police Force, replacement school buses and maintenance vehicles for the Education and Sports Departments, and electric vehicles for the government fleet to support operations and ultimately advance energy-efficient approaches to the tune of $2,103,800. Poor development with completion of works at Blowing Point Ferry Terminal, including the construction of the taxi stand and guard hut, and construction of coastal protection for the property, $527,960. Airport development with the ongoing enabling works related to the development of the Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport. It is noted that the funds appropriated under Supplementary 1 for the purchase of a fire tender, which was $2.8 million, will be reassigned to address the airport development works. The fire tender will be acquired in the coming financial year and nearer the completion of its date of manufacture. Road development works with surveying works as a precursor to development of various roads and ancillary services for the Blowing Point basketball court, $375,000. Madam Speaker, I will now comment briefly on the Ministry's adjustments in the recurrent expenditure budget schedule. Recurrent budget. H.E. the Governor. The supplementary amount of $441,922 covers inter alia shortfalls in personal emoluments in His Majesty's Prison of $307,489, as well as additional resources for the Department of Disaster, $66,842, and the Attorney General's Chambers, $28,678. Ministry of Infrastructure. For the Ministry of Infrastructure, the supplementary increase of $2.05 million primarily provides supplementary support for the Water Corporation of $1.9 million to assist with ensuring that the corporation can meet its electricity charges. This sum is in addition to the $7.5 million already provisioned in the budget. Ministry of Sustainability. The supplementary amount of $521,071 is for DITES to increase the level of technical support for the Customs Executor Platform, which is Integrated Customs Management System. Ministry of Social Development. For the Ministry of Social Development, the supplementary increase of $1,818,325 covers, among other things, 1, expenditure relating to medical treatment overseas in the amount of $344,508. Supplementary funds for the Department of Education of $492,548. 3, additional funds of $170,948, primarily for the Public Assistance Program in the Department of Social Development, and 4, shortfalls in the Department of Youth and Culture, primarily relating to expenditure from the Anguilla Summer Festival of $430,252. Madam Speaker, in conclusion, this supplementary budget represents our commitment to the well-being and development of our citizens. By prioritizing education and social services, we are not only investing in the present, but also securing a brighter future for our nation. I urge all members of this esteemed Parliament to support this budget, as together we can build a stronger, more prosperous, and more inclusive society for all our people. May our discussions and actions today reflect our dedication to the betterment of our beloved nation. In closing, I wish to express sincere gratitude to the former Acting Governor, Mr. Paul Candler, and the UK Minister for the Overseas Territories for their prompt approvals for this increase in the 2023 budget, which will allow these funds to be quickly deployed to Reading, our high school in particular. Madam Speaker, I commend this supplementary appropriation bill to the members of this honorable House for consideration and approval. Madam Speaker, I beg to move. Thank you.
Thank you, Member. And someone second?
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
Thank you, members. I now invite debate on the merits and principles of a bill for supplementary appropriation 2023, number 2, Act 2023. The floor is open for contributions. If there are no contributions, then I invite the mover to respond, please.
Madam Speaker, I rise to express my sincere gratitude for the willing support that was demonstrated here this morning by both sides of this House. It is an indication, Madam Speaker, that we all understand the gravity and importance of what we are here this morning undertaking, and I am truly grateful, Madam Speaker, for this support. Much appreciation.
Thank you, Member. It has been moved and seconded that a bill shortly entitled Supplementary Appropriation 2023, number 2, Act 2023 be read a second time. Those in favor, say aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a second time.
An act to authorize supplementary expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of Anguilla in excess of sums appropriated for the services of the Government of Anguilla for the 2023 financial year.
Under Rule 45 of the House of Assembly Rules of Procedure 2021, the bill now stands referred to a committee of the whole Assembly to be considered clause by clause. Assembly in committee.
Clause 1.
I put the question that Clause 1 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it.
Schedule Section 1. recurrent expenditure, Program 001R, Her Excellency the Governor, $31,743,556. Program 350R, Ministry of Home Affairs, Labor, Immigration, Information and Broadcasting, $8,671,292. Program 450R, Ministry of Finance and Health, $112,679,141. Program 550R, Ministry of Social Development and Education, $56,251,870. Program 650R, Ministry of Infrastructure, Communications, Utilities, Housing and Tourism, $31,712,805. Program 850R, Ministry of Sustainability, Innovation and the Environment, $12,699,662. Total recurrent expenditure, $253,758,327.
I put the question. Program 001R, 350R, 450R, 550R, 650R, 850R, totaling $253,758,327 as recorded in the estimate do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Part 2, Capital Expenditure. Program 001D, Her Excellency the Governor, $0. Program 350D, Ministry of Home Affairs, Labor, Immigration, Information and Broadcasting, $0. Program 450D, Ministry of Finance and Health, $2,025,220. Program 550D, Ministry of Social Development and Education, $23,328,209. Program 650D, Ministry of Infrastructure, Communications, Utilities, Housing and Tourism, $11,557,814. Program 850D, Ministry of Sustainability, Innovation and the Environment, $4,666,941. Total capital expenditure, $41,578,184.
I put the question. Part 2, Capital. Program 001D, 350D, 450D, 550D, 650D, and 850D for total capital of $41,578,184 as recorded in the estimate do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
Total recurrent and capital expenditure, $295,336,511.
I put the question that the total recurrent and capital expenditures equaling $336,511 as recorded in the estimate do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. I put the question that clause 2 do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it.
The title and the enacting clause.
I put the question that the title and the enacting clause do stand part of the bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The Assembly will now resume its sitting. Sir.
Madam Speaker, I beg to report that the bill shortly entitled A Bill for Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 Act 2023 has passed to committee without amendments and is now ready for its third reading.
Can you move?
Madam Speaker, I move that Rule 44 of the Rules of Procedure of the Assembly be suspended to allow the bill shortly entitled A Bill for Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 Act of 2023 to be read a third time.
Under Rule 36 of the Rules of Procedure, I consent to the proposing of this motion. Can someone second?
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that rules of procedure of Assembly be suspended to allow the bill entitled A Bill for Supplementary Appropriation 2023 Number 2 Act 2023 to be read a third time and passed. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. Rule 44 of the Rules of Procedure is now suspended.
A Bill for Supplementary Appropriation 2023, Number 2 Act 2023, third reading.
Madam Speaker, I move that a bill entitled Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 Act 2023 be read a third time and passed.
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
It has been moved and seconded that a bill entitled A Bill for Supplementary Appropriation 2023 Number 2 Act 2023 be now read a third time and passed. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. I call upon the clerk to read the bill a third time.
An act to authorize supplementary expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of Anguilla in excess of sums appropriated for the services of the Government of Anguilla for the 2023 financial year.
Bill read a third time and passed.
Private members' bills? None. Private bills? None. Other orders of the day? None. Adjournment?
Madam Speaker, I rise to move that this Honorable House be adjourned next 2 weeks, Sunday. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I rise to second.
It has been moved and seconded that this Honorable House now stands adjourned sine die. Those in favor say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. This Honorable House now stands adjourned sine die. Thank you, members. Have a good day.